So tonight's meeting was a little bit more formatted. We had a little bit of food to begin with, and then we kind of structured it a little bit differently. We had some food first, and then we moved into talking a little bit about ourselves and how our weeks went. Joe went around the table and asked us how our weeks are going, and then we just had a little bit of, we had our fellowship with our eating, and then we got straight to business. Which is great. Spend a good maybe hour and a half. We're trying to coordinate things and make things a little bit, more convenient or optimal. So we're trying to make things a little bit more optimal, just so we can make sure that we get everything done in these short meetings. So everybody basically just gave their little spiel around the table. From what I picked up mostly was our focus on content happenings. We all discussed how our content is going and what we need to work on and improve on. We've got our new realtor, Kevin Murphy. He got right to business when he started here, so he's already making great moves. Learning lots from him, lots from Joe. But the big takeaway was just focusing on our content, and we're really focusing on our content happenings and focusing on the quality and the not so much the quantity, but actually just putting stuff out there and trying to make it better each time. So a lot of us are putting out more content, and we're getting into more personal stuff, getting out of our comfort zones. I know, especially for me, I put out a video recently. I think it was this morning, but I filmed it last night. Before I went for a bike ride, or after I went for a bike ride and before I went for a long walk. I was super tired and I didn't even want to press the record button, but I just did it, and I spoke from the heart, my thoughts and my feelings, and I put it out there. I didn't expect the response. The response was actually amazing. It was crazy. Lots of feedback and lots of support. So the video that I made was basically just more personal about myself, my health happenings. Last week I kind of made a goal to do an hour of workout every day, whether it be a walk or a bike. And so I made a video about getting started, and also, how scary it is to put this stuff out there, and, just to do all these new things. As of right now, I think that video is over 700 views. And it blows my mind. I was not expecting that sort of response. The whole team is, we're sharing all of each other's content. We're supporting each other. So I think that's why the numbers are so high. But I was blown away. And that really solidified my thoughts about, my decisions in joining this team. So my family and my loved ones, everyone that's around me, they really can see a change in me, and I think they always known that the potential for something was there, and now I think they're really happy about it, that I'm pursuing and focusing so much. So yeah, they're taking it pretty good. My girlfriend Michelle, who I live with, she watched the video and she was super, she couldn't really believe that I was, she knows I'm a private guy. I've always been a private guy, but she knows that I'm willing to go the mile to do what it takes. So she knows I was out of my comfort zone, but she was very supportive about it. My mom saw the video, other friends and family, they just couldn't believe that I put this out there. And they've been watching from the start, and they can see the changes and how things are getting better, and see me growing more comfortable into it. So all the support that I'm receiving and all this feedback that I'm getting, I'm climbing this big mountain, and I haven't even gotten off the bus yet. So it's boosting my confidence. It's really giving me even more motivation, because I was certainly motivated when I started, and now with all this feedback and content I'm putting out, I can hear back from people. It's helping me grow my confidence, and it's just giving me that extra boost. It feels pretty great. I feel even with these health happenings, I'm doing that extra hour walking every day, or biking. I'm feeling great physically, I'm feeling great mentally, and overall it's working out good. Last week I set a goal to be active for at least 1 hour every day, and surprisingly enough, I have met or exceeded that goal this week. So next week, and for the future, maybe for the rest of my life, I hope to at least maintain some level of activity and constantly try to increase my goals, one little step at a time. but I want to be making sure that I'm setting goals that are attainable and realistic. I'm just going to keep working at it, working hard, and good things are going to happen. So some people know me and some people might not know me, but if you do know me, you know that I'm a cigarette smoker, and I'm terribly ashamed to say that. It's probably one of the worst things you can do to your body willingly. So I hope to, maybe kick that habit, not maybe, but kick that habit sometime soon, sooner than later, because that's, when I'm doing these health happenings, I've been doing that hour every day. I can feel myself breathing, heavier and heavier. But I've been smoking less, so it kind of goes hand in hand with these health happenings. Yeah, so when I'm coming back from my walks or my bikes, I'm not, I'm not having 2 or 3 smokes right after. Maybe have that 1 or 2 smokes before bed, but without doing these health happenings, it was very easy to just light up and have a smoke. But now that I'm doing at least an hour of activity every day, and if I start to increase that, I'm going to want to smoke even less. So I'm hoping that's going to all kind of be tie in hand with quitting smoking also. So when I get back from my walk or bike every day, sometimes I'll do a half an hour bike and then a half hour walk. Lately I've been exceeding that, so it feels really good when I get home. Even during when I've got a new Fitbit, and I set little goals in that. And when I'm walking or biking and the little thing beeps, and it gives me a great sense of accomplishment. And every time I get back, it makes me proud. So that's why I want to keep going.